Jai Gurudev. Welcome everyone for connecting to our online peace meet. Thank you so much for joining. This is the first time we're hosting it online. Earlier we would host it in our centers, but of course this year we're doing it online, and we thank you so much for your participation in it. Thank you. So today we're going to our theme of the day is peace inside creates peace outside, and that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to watch a small, we've created a small slideshow for you. Sorry about that. I think there was some issue with the network. So as I was saying, our theme of the day is peace inside creates peace outside, and we're going to watch a video of Mercy Ji on this topic. We also have prepared a slideshow for all of you about the activities that we've been doing over the past year and so on. And at the end, we will hear some experiences from our wonderful meditators connected from in Delhi and all across India. And we will conclude our session with group meditation. So to start our session, we have a very special Vedic recitation for all of you. It is Shanti Path. So it is for inner and outer peace and harmony. So very fitting for the theme of the day. So we'll listen to it. And again, we listen to it very easily, very effortlessly. So the instructions of Mershiji was that we sit with our eyes closed very comfortably and listen to it without any strain or effort. Enjoy.
Santi Patham Harihi Om Ano Bhadra Akaratabo Janto Vrisavaso Dabdhaso Aparitasa Udbhidaha Sarashavati Subhaga Mayaskarata Tanno Vato Mayo Bhavato Bhekhajantan Namata Parete Vitatpita Yo Tadgra Savina Sarenotan Krishnya Jubamma Tami Sanan Jagatastasto Kasapate Diyanjin Navama Vase Homahe Vayamma Bukhano Jatha Satavrede Rakshita Payoradabdhaha Savastaye Savastena शासो विषवेनो देवा आवासा गमान्निहा भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तानो बिर्व्यासे माहि देवाहितां जदायुः सातामेन्नो शारदो अन्तिदेवा जठरानश्चकरा जरसान्तानो नाम उदरासो जठरा पितरो भवन्ति मानो मद्यारीरिकाता युर्गन्धो आदितृतीयो रादितिरान्तरिक्षमदितेर्माता सा पिता सा पुतरः विश्वे देवा आदितिः पञ्चजना आदितिर्जातमादितिर्जानितवाम्माद्योः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि जातो यतः समीहसे ततो न अभयं कुरु षण्णः कुरुपराजाभ्यो भयान्नः वासुभियः हरिः ॐ
Jai Gurudev. So I see that more people are connected now. That's wonderful. And before we continue with our session, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Aalok Shrivastava. I'm a teacher of Transcendental Meditation. I'm joined here with my good friend and colleague, Kamna Gaur. She's also a teacher of Transcendental Meditation. So now we'll continue with our session. As we said, we have a short slideshow video presentation planned for you to show you what we've been doing over the past year. So we'll start with that. So it was very nice to take a look back for us as well. And some of you might have spotted yourself in some of the pictures. So again, of course, right now we're not able to host sessions in our centers and bring everyone together, but it's nice to know what we've been doing before and what we can look forward to in the future. So we're very, very excited to, host you, but of course, it's the safety first. So whenever it's safe for all of you to be here, then we would plan such an event, and we'll be very happy to welcome you again. So now we will continue with our session. We'll watch a video of Mershiji where he talks about how TM restores balance in society, balance in the individual and as well as society. So just allow me a moment to share the video.
I'd like to ask, how does TM help with stress and aging? How does someone who knows the
Large amount of scientific research has shown the release from stress is the first effect that comes from TM. It just quiets down the mental activity and it releases stress. This, in terms of the Vedic literature, is called balance. Stress means imbalance. Imbalance in the relationship of mind and body. Mind and body relationship gets strained, and through TM it gets rebalanced. Increase of balance is brought about by TM, which is essentially an aspect of Ayurveda. Ayurveda, from Vedic literature, all that talks about the unified field. Unified field is the most balanced level of nature's functioning. Nature is absolutely balanced in the unified field. So when we want balance in society, when we want to remove imbalances in society, whatever may be the areas of imbalance we consider, but when we want balance in society, better we accede to the unified field, which is absolute balance. So it's just the unified field which the people have to make use of, the people, the government, the educational institutions, religious institutions, scientific research institutions, health institutions, just create balance, and we can make heaven on earth, or we can continue the way we are going. If there is a group of 7,000 in this country, we'll have heavens descending on each country, because 7,000 is the square root of 1% of world's population. To purify the whole world consciousness, we need a group of 7,000. And if that group of 7,000 is established in this country, which is the greatest country of the world, this will radiate heavenly inspirations, heavenly performances on earth for absolutely every country.
So yes, it was a short tape, but so very relevant. So that's the beauty of Maharshi, that he would talk about the point value and the infinity value both. So how he started with what is stress, and it is a kind of imbalance. And this is something that we all have experienced, all of us as meditators, that with TM from the first day on, we just start feeling so much better because these stresses, these deep rooted stresses, they start to release. And then Maharshi talked about how it is in terms of our society, and if there is any kind of imbalance, mental or physical, that creates stress, and how we can utilize that unified field, that state of pure consciousness, to bring it back to balance. And then again, he not urged, but he really wanted all kind of institutions, be it educational institutes or all kind of institutions, to make use of this technology that Maharshi had revived. And it is so beautiful how we all can, through just this simple practice, 20 minutes twice a day, can make use of that unified field, that pure consciousness, and move towards more normalization of our structure, our functioning, and also move to higher states of consciousness. Again, like Maharshi said, 7,000 people, groups of meditators doing TM together. You'd be happy to know that all over the world we have a lot of groups. Even in India, at Brahmistan, we have a large group of meditators meditating together to create that kind of peace. And of course, at other parts of the country and the world as well. So thank you so much for contributing in creating world peace and a stress-free functioning for your own self as well. Thank you. So now, moving forward, we have a few meditators who would want to share their experiences. Very vibrant, great meditators. So we will start with
Sakshi Mishra. She is a young and dynamic meditator, student of MIT World Peace University in Pune. So we will invite Sakshi to speak first. You can now unmute your mic and go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, hi, good morning. Good evening. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, if I feel very honored to be a part of this event. And yeah, my name is Sakshi Mishra. I started with TM. I don't remember when. Probably in February, I guess. Yeah. But I remember the experiences very well because TM helped me with a lot of self-realizations. So one of which was very prominent was that music, that the absence of music made me cranky. Okay, so music was anyway an integral part of my life. I never took it for granted, but I never realized the fact that its absence could do so much to me. And with TM, I could actually allocate my time properly and wisely, and I could practice my guitar every day. And regular practice of it made me less cranky, and because of which I mean, the chaos in the house and everywhere else, it still existed. But I started contributing less to it in terms of adding fuel to it. So probably I started becoming more intelligent in order to not, channelize my energy into such destructive ways, because of which I guess there was some kind of a peaceful environment all around. So this peace of mind, pun unintended, actually helped me with a lot of other problems of my life. And I guess I never realized that TM could actually give me anything much more than just some theoretical knowledge or some extra credits. But then I still remember coming back home whenever we used to learn something new, like the stress knots and how they get released, and coming back home chirpily and telling my mom that okay, this happens. And she's like, okay, why did my teachers not in school did not teach me that? I'm like, I know, right? I mean, even my teachers did not. So it was like, okay, fine. So, every day whenever we used to learn something new, I mean, it was much more fun because some of us, we learned it with some of our friends. So, majority of it were like group sessions. So, it was fun with friends, and, teachers were amazing. So yeah, we came back home, we discussed it with our parents, and we used to discuss it over phone calls with our friends. And every now and then, different layers of which were, getting explored. So I guess that's how I would experientially define how peace inside creates peace outside. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Sakshi, for sharing your wonderful experiences. Thank you so much. It gives us great joy to hear from you and from all meditators, all over. It's just so much fun. And carrying on to that, we have the next meditator who is going to present their experience.
Aditya. Can we ask him to? Can we ask him to unmute himself?
Yeah, Aditya Mehta, sir, are you there? We're unable to see you on the participant list.
Anuradha, we can start with
Yeah.
Anuradha here.
Okay.
So maybe we can ask Anuradha now to share her experiences. She's also a very vibrant meditator, and yes. So Anuradha, you can go ahead.
Sure. Hi, Kamna.
Hello.
How are you? I hope you're doing fine.
Yes, you look very vibrant. Go ahead, share your experience with our meditators.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Um, so I believe that everyone's experience has been subjective so far for how many months and or how many weeks they have been meditating. But as a transcendental meditator, I would say I have evolved as a person. And the very important thing which I could experience in life is that the toxicity around me, as I always keep telling Kamna, as she's my mentor, it just left me kind of, it just repelled. And I, as a person, have evolved so much, and there is constant peace in mind. There's constant bliss inside, and there's a different level of confidence saying that yes, whatever I want, I can achieve it. And I could literally feel when I initially started meditating. It's been more than a couple of months. I would say it's close to 6 months. I'm meditating right now, and yeah. So the amount of stress level which is there inside, it has gotten out, and physically, mentally, I'm feeling fresh, and I'm more concentrated on the work. And I used to have migraine trouble, so that has lessened down. So coming everything together, as a conclusion, I would say that TM has made me evolve as a person. It has put me into a routine. It has gotten me really scheduled, and I'm focused more on work. And I'm focused in anything I pick up. So, yeah, it has changed me a lot, and I would continue it for my lifetime. And in fact, I've also recommended a couple of friends and relatives in my surrounding to go ahead and learn TM so that they could also have wonderful and great experiences as I have every day while TMing. Thank you so much.
That is That is so amazing. Thank you so much, Anuradha. And I think it shows. And the fact that you said that you'd be doing it for the rest of your life, that also says a lot. And maybe it's this regularity that, like she said, that, that deep rest that she experiences, that starts to be there even when she's in activity. So that is a beautiful experience. And with regularity, that comes in this confidence of being able to do, whatever we want to do, whatever we aim, we achieve it. These are just the reason why we wanted these meditators to share their experiences with you. I'm sure that most of them are having the same kind of experiences, but it's just so nice for us also to see the whole community experiencing such blissful experiences. Beautiful.
So now we have Aditya ji.
Uh,
Okay. Kana, I would have to leave right now. I'm so sorry for that.
oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
so
have
much for
something.
sharing your experiences,
Thank you
Anuradha.
so much for having me, Kana.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Now we have Aditya ji. He also has another inspiring story to tell. So now we would request him to please go ahead and share your experiences. Go ahead.
So my journey with TM dates back to 5th of May, and at that point of time, I was struggled with a lot of problems, basically health-related problems, emotional problems, etc., professional problems. So after and I was at the same time, looking for a stopgap solution to solve everything. So when I started, I was my health was not that good. was very bad. I was suffering from insomnia. I was my all my blood parameters like cholesterol, sugar, BP were constantly going up, though was never on medicine. So then I started with this TM, and I was at the same time, looking for many solutions. I had tried a lot of fat diets, I had tried a lot of exercises, but nothing was working. So when I joined TM, basically what I realized was, later on I realized, I did not realize it at that time, it gave me a spontaneous right action. And when I started practicing, that right action took me onto a path. And within 1 year, I almost put down 25 to 30 kilos. I improved on my health. All my parameters came back to normal. And on this platform, I would like to formally thank Ankit and Kamna, whose head I ate up with almost all questions. Every time I started questioning them, every time I started taking directions from them. So I think it was a very their guidance basically. And so when I did the night meditation, that was one of the best experiences I had. Realized was much less, but the kind of benefits that will come will be far more. Today, in a Delhi's life or a metropolitan life, you don't get to sleep more than 4 5 hours. And so, when you practice meditation, it increases your sleep by 1 or 2 hours at least. These are some of the benefits that accrued to me, and I look forward to taking it to the next levels and improving on the other aspects of my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
One,
Abhishek.
thank you, sir. Thank you. As you know, Mershi would say this all the time, that water the root to enjoy the fruit, and how you just mentioned that there were several aspects that you wanted to get into order of your life, of your health, and so you're a living example of that. Water the root to enjoy the fruit. Beautiful, beautiful experiences. Thank you again so much for sharing them.